Hello student, as I told you, in our next class we will continue our next topic of the same chapter, that is why is it important to separate religion from the state. Now hope you remember that we have already completed that what is secularism. Now one thing is remaining in that particular topic: who introduced this term, who devised this term, who institutionalized this term. Okay, so the person who institutionalized this term is his name is writer George Jacob. Okay, George Jacob in the year 1851. Please note down this thing in your copy, and even in the worksheet I also given this in the fill in the blanks or either in match the column format. So please go through that. Now the name of a person who institutionalized secularism, who firstly used this word. The name of a person is writer George Jacob is used this term. He belongs to British side and in the year 1851. In that particular time, this word comes firstly. Okay. Now the next thing that we have to continue in this: why is it important to separate religion from the state? Why this particular situation is occurred? We have to separate the religion and state. Here I am again explaining you one thing. State means a country. Okay, state word is using that represented as a country. Now we are belonging in a democratic country, okay, where the number of numerous religious people are live together and follow their customs and tradition according to their choice. Okay, so in that time, if sometime it happens ki any of the person who even not belongs to Hinduism, not belongs to Christianity, suppose he belongs to Parsi community, okay, and he elected as a leader, he elected as a government leader of India, and when he elected here as a government leader, then if we are not following the secularism in our state, so what particular thing will be happen? The person who elected, he wants one thing from every citizen of the place कि they follow their own customs and tradition. Means किसके customs and tradition? The leader customs and tradition. And one thing, as we all know, after every 5 years the government change. So after every 5 years, if the people elected from different community, then the people come from Hinduism, so every citizen have to follow Hinduism for 5 years. And if suppose the people come from any Christianity, so every citizen have to follow the Christian religion. So this kind of situation will not be possible. So for this kind of situation will not occur, any of the citizen of India will not have to face this kind of condition. That is the reason the state and a religion should be separate, and this particular thing is already mentioned in our constitution, as we have already discussed about this ki every citizen having equal rights to follow his or her religion. There is no discrimination between following the religion. No one will not be having rights to dominate the minority religion people, minority group of people, and majority group of people will not having rights to dominate anyone. Here tyranny meaning will not be followed in this way, and every person is having freedom to interpret the religious teachings differently, and no one comes to interfere in his or her religious फीलिंग्स एंड कोई भी उनको डिस्टर्ब करने नहीं आएगा. एनी काइंड ऑफ फीलिंग जो भी आपके अंदर हो किसी भी रिलीजन को लेकर, कोई आपको कुछ भी बोलने नहीं आएगा. सो हियर इज़ द बेसिक रीज़न कि इफ़ गवर्नमेंट चेंज आफ्टर एवरी 5 years, सो द सिटीजन हैव टू चेंज देयर रिलीजन अकॉर्डिंग टू द गवर्नमेंट चॉइस. सो दिस काइंड ऑफ सिचुएशन विल नॉट अकर. सो दिस इज़ द बेसिक रीज़न that in our constitution is written कि country should be different from the state, country should be different from the government rule. Means the citizen of India will not be followed the religion according to the choice of any of other person. Every individual having their separate choice to follow his or her religion, and there is no ground of support of untouchability. Means कि कोई untouchable नहीं है. Everyone have equal rights. कोई ऐसा नहीं है कि टेम्पल में नहीं जा सकता है, किसी को ऐसा नहीं बोल सकते हैं कि आप यहाँ मत जाइए, आप वहाँ मत जाइए. Everyone having equal rights to go anywhere according to their choice. There is no restrictions for following, and no one come as to do interfering in your work. So this particular thing is there. Now in next here we have to study about what is Indian secularism. So what is Indian secularism? In Indian secularism, one thing is there that one religious community does not dominate another. That I already explained you कि एक community दूसरे community को dominate नहीं कर सकती है. That some members do not dominate other member of the same community. Means जो higher authority वाले person है वो lower authority के people को dominate नहीं कर सकते हैं. This is again impossible thing. कि no one is here to dominate any of the one, and that the state does not enforce any particular religion nor take away the religious freedom of individual. Means ना तो वो किसी individual से religious freedom ले सकती है, ना ही किसी को force कर सकती है कि you have to follow that particular religion. Means government having no rights to force any of the individual whosoever living in the particular state. Okay, Indian state would various ways to prevent about domination, and first it is uses the strategy for this kind of thing. They have made the strategy ki every individual having equal rights, and in our fundamental right it is already mentioned कि every individual having equal rights to follow its religion according to its choice. There is a freedom of religion, it is already mentioned over there, so we all know about, we all aware with this thing. Now in the next class we will discuss these two examples that is written here, so we'll discuss this in our next class. Thank you.